Ladies, listen up. I'm about to break it down for you. You want to know if a man is really into you? Don't just listen to what he says. Watch where he puts them hands. Now, I ain't talking about no disrespectful stuff. I'm talking about the subtle touches, the signs, the gestures that tell you, yeah, this man got a real thing for you. So let's get into it. There's one place a man will touch you when he's truly attracted to you, and that's your lower back. Now, I'm not talking about no sleazy, disrespectful nonsense. This ain't that. I'm talking about a smooth, subtle, confident touch that says, I care about you, I want to be near you, I see you. That little area right above your waist, just under your mid-back, it might not seem like much, but trust me, it tells a whole story. Let's say you're walking through a crowded room. Maybe you're at a restaurant, maybe at a wedding, or maybe even just strolling through a street market. That man reaches out, places his hand gently on the small of your back, and guides you forward. He's not pushing. He's not grabbing. It's not forceful. It's that light, intentional touch that says, I got you. See, men don't do that with just anybody. That move comes from a place of both respect and desire. It's protective, but it's also intimate. He's saying without saying, I'm close enough to care, but I respect your space too. Now, let's dive even deeper. That lower back touch, man, that ain't in the instruction manual. Nobody taught him that in school. That's instinctual. That's attraction at work. A man who's feeling you will find ways to be close to you without making it obvious. The hand on your lower back, that's a soft claim. It's like a whisper to the world. This woman is with me right now. I'm watching out for her. And let me tell you, women notice it. You might feel a quick little spark, a jolt. It's subtle, but your body picks it up. You register it, especially when it's someone you're feeling too. And don't let it be one of those slow, casual touches. Like you're standing at the bar or waiting for your coffee and he comes up behind you, places his hand there while he leans in to say something. That right there, that's not random. That's calculated affection. He could have tapped your shoulder. He could have called your name. But no, he went for the lower back because that's close and it's personal. He wants you to know he's present. And more importantly, he wants you to feel his presence. Now, let me give you a real life example. Let's say you're walking into a building and there's a crowd. Y'all trying to squeeze through. You ahead of him just a little bit. Most folks just let you go, but this man, he puts his hand right there just lightly and helps you through. Doesn't say a word, doesn't make it awkward. That simple act speaks volumes. It says, I'm watching out for you. And you know what else it says? It says, I want to be close to you. I want to guide you. I want to be a part of your movement. That's real connection. It's also a way of showing care without being too obvious. See, a man who's attracted to you doesn't always want to come on too strong. He might be testing the waters, trying to see how you react. The lower back touch, that's a low-risk, high-reward move. It gives him a chance to feel the closeness, see if you lean into it, if you respond. If you don't move away, if you even smile or ease up a little, that tells him, okay, we got a little something here. But let me be clear. This ain't just about physical attraction. This is emotional too. Because when a man's got real feelings for you, his body language changes. He starts doing things that make you feel safe, respected, and cared for. That's why the lower back is important. It's not aggressive. It's not flashy. It's not for show. It's a subtle gesture that shows he's thinking about you, not just how he feels. Think about it. There's a difference between a man who touches you because he wants something from you and a man who touches you because he's drawn to you. One's selfish, the other's sincere. When he's guiding you gently with his hand on your lower back, that's sincerity. He's not expecting anything. He's just creating a moment of closeness, a moment of trust. And if he's doing it consistently, every time y'all walk somewhere, every time you cross the street, or every time he leans in to talk to you, that's a pattern. And patterns don't lie. You know what else? That touch also shows that he's tuned into your energy. Men don't touch women they're not paying attention to. If he's reaching for that lower back, he's watching you. He notices how you move. He's aware of where you are in the room. That's focus. That's attraction. That's interest. That means when you speak, he listens. When you walk, he follows. Not in a controlling way, but in a you're important to me way. And if a man makes you feel important without even saying a word, ladies, that's power right there. So the next time you feel that gentle hand on your back, pay attention. Don't just brush it off. Think about who it's coming from, how it made you feel, and what kind of energy followed. Because when a man is truly attracted to you, he's not just thinking about what he can get. He's thinking about how he can connect. And sometimes all it takes is one soft touch on the small of your back to say everything he can put into words. Let me tell y'all something about a man who's genuinely attracted to a woman. He won't just stare at you. He won't just text you what you doing at 11 p.m. No. A real man, a man who's into you for real, will reach for your hands. And I ain't just talking about holding hands because y'all crossing the street or walking down a path. I mean the way he finds reasons to touch your hands. That kind of gesture, small as it might seem, speaks volumes about where his heart is. A man will touch your hands when he's interested because that's an emotionally loaded gesture. Think about it. The hands are personal, intimate. You don't just go around grabbing random folks' hands. You don't put your fingers on someone unless there's a connection, or at least a desire for one. When a man reaches for your hand, he's trying to close that invisible gap between friendship and romance. He's saying, with that one move, I want to be close to you. I want to feel you. And ladies, let me tell you, that's a sincere kind of reach. Let's paint a scene. Y'all sitting at dinner, the conversation's flowing, the mood is soft, candles lit. He leans in a little closer, and suddenly he reaches across the table and puts his hand over yours. That's not random. That ain't just habit. That man didn't come there planning to do that, but his feelings, his chemistry, his connection with you, they pulled it out of him. That hand on yours, that's comfort. That's care. That's emotional presence. And it don't even got to be that deep all the time. Sometimes he's walking beside you and just casually brushes your hand with his fingers. If you don't pull away, next time he'll hold it a little longer. See, that first touch is always a test. Men do that to see if you're open to the energy they're sending your way. They're asking a question without speaking. Can I get close to you? And your response, pulling back, holding tight, smiling, or even saying something playful, tells him everything he needs to know. Now here's where it gets deeper. Pay attention to how he touches your hand. Is it soft? Is it careful? Does he wrap his fingers around yours like he don't ever want to let go? That tells you what kind of man you're dealing with. A man who grips your hand like you're delicate, like you're valuable. He's not just flirting. He's emotionally invested. He sees your worth. And the crazy part is sometimes you don't even know he's doing it. He's just drawn to you. And let's not ignore the protective touch. Y'all ever been walking on the sidewalk and he switches positions so he's walking on the outside near the cars and then he grabs your hand after? Whew. That ain't just attraction. That's instinctual care. That's a man saying, if something's coming, it's going to hit me first before it touches you. And he might not say a word about it. He's not looking for applause. He's not doing it for recognition. He's doing it because something about you makes him want to protect you. Now let's talk timing. See, when a man is trying to build something real, he don't just grab your hand during romantic moments. Nah, he'll reach for it while you're watching a movie on the couch or walking through Target or even while sitting in silence. That kind of connection don't need a fancy setting, because if he really feels something for you, the setting don't matter. He wants that skin-to-skin touch, that grounding moment. It keeps him present. It reminds him of what he's got or what he's hoping to have. You ever notice how a man might hold your hand and then start tracing little circles on your palm with his thumb? Yeah, that right there. That's affection in its rawest form. He might not even realize he's doing it, but it's soothing for both of you. That's how you know it's not just about how you look, it's about how you feel to him. That thumb tracing says, I'm here with you, I ain't going nowhere. And don't think a man don't notice your hands either. You show up with your nails done, soft skin, some lotion that smells like heaven, and he's already thinking about what it would feel like to hold them. That's why when he finally does reach for your hand, it's not just some casual gesture. He's been thinking about that, imagining that, hoping that. That first real handhold can be more nerve-wracking for a man than leaning in for a kiss, because it's so simple, but it means so much. You can fake a smile. You can fake a compliment. But hand-holding, that's real. Ladies, watch out for the man who finds excuses to touch your hands, like if you say something funny and he laughs and slaps your hand, or he gives you a high five and then holds on just a little too long. That ain't about being goofy. That's his way of saying, I don't want to stop touching you. It's playful on the surface, but it's emotional underneath. So remember, when a man keeps reaching for your hands, that's a heart move, not a head move. It's not about lust. It's about longing. He wants to connect. He wants to feel safe with you, and he wants you to feel safe with him. That simple gesture, skin on skin, fingers intertwined, is where a whole relationship can begin. Ladies, when a man starts touching your hair or your face, let me tell you something. That ain't nothing casual. That's not just him being polite or friendly. Nah, that's deep. That's personal. That's a level of intimacy right there that you don't share with just anybody. A man who's attracted to you on more than just a surface level, he's going to reach for the things that are most you. Your face, your hair, the parts of you that define your presence, your essence. That's emotional, not just physical. Now listen, a man doesn't touch a woman's face unless he's feeling something real. He's looking at you a certain kind of way. I'm talking about that look where he's staring just a little longer than necessary. His eyes locked in on yours, and then boom, he reaches up and brushes that strand of hair out of your face. Now come on, you know what that means. That ain't about your hair being in the way. That's about him wanting to be close. That's about him needing a reason to make contact with you, a soft, respectful reason. And if he's doing it slowly, gently, that tells you everything. There's something sacred about the face. You don't just go around putting your hands on people's cheeks. You don't brush a woman's jawline or tuck her hair behind her ear unless you are trying to say something with that touch. A man who cups your face when he's talking to you or when he's about to kiss you, he's not just thinking about you physically. He's admiring you. That's a man who's in awe. That's a man whose heart and body are in the same place. And I know some of y'all are thinking, Steve, it's just hair. Nah, not to him it ain't. See, when a man's attracted to you, everything about you becomes fascinating. That curl falling on your forehead, he wants to touch it. That little swoop on the side of your face, he wants to see how soft it feels. If you change your hairstyle, he notices. And when he compliments you while reaching out to touch it, just a light graze, nothing too bold, that's him stepping into vulnerability. That's him saying, I see you, and I'm drawn to you. Now let's take this up a notch. Let's say you're sitting together, maybe watching a movie, maybe just vibing after dinner, and out of nowhere, he reaches over and runs his fingers along your jaw or lightly strokes your cheek with the back of his hand. Whew, that man ain't playing. That's tenderness. That's that I care about you energy. He might not have the words, he might not even understand everything he's feeling, but his touch knows. His hands are saying what his mouth can't keep up with. And don't get me started on forehead kisses. You ever had a man kiss you on the forehead and right after rest his hand on your cheek or brush your hair back? That's not lust. That's love, or the beginning of it. He's showing respect, admiration, protection, all wrapped up in that simple gesture. That's a man saying, I see your soul, not just your body. That's next level affection. A lot of times men are scared to be emotional. We ain't always taught how to express our feelings, especially in soft ways. But when a man touches your face or plays with your hair gently, he's letting his guard down. That's vulnerability. That's him stepping into a softer space because you make him feel safe enough to do that. If a man starts reaching for your face during deep conversations, maybe when you're opening up about something or when he's trying to comfort you, that means he's emotionally invested. He's not just listening. He's feeling what you're feeling. And let me break something else down. That little move where he pushes your hair behind your ear, classic, timeless. That move's been in the game since forever because it works. It's romantic, it's thoughtful, and it creates a moment, a quiet, still moment where the world kind of fades and it's just you and him. That's not a move for somebody he's not interested in. That's a move he pulls when he's trying to connect, trying to say, I want to be closer to you. Physically, emotionally, spiritually. Sometimes it ain't even about what he touches. It's about how he looks at you when he does it. If he touches your face and holds eye contact, girl, that's serious. He's not distracted. He's focused on you. You've got his full attention, and that's rare these days. That means you matter to him in that moment more than anything else. And don't overlook the playfulness either. If he's into you, sometimes he'll tease you while touching your hair, like giving it a little tug or saying something funny while smoothing it down. That's affection mixed with humor. That means he's comfortable with you. That means he's trying to build a dynamic, something light but real. It's not just about trying to impress you, it's about enjoying being around you. So yeah, when a man starts touching your face or your hair, pay close attention. That ain't surface level stuff. That's deep, that's soft, that's intentional. That's a man who's not just attracted to how you look, but to who you are. And sometimes that single touch, that one gentle brush of the hair can tell you more about a man's feelings than 100 texts ever could. Now listen up, ladies, because I'm about to get into something that's a little more layered, a little more complex. When a man starts touching your knee or your thigh, that's a different type of energy. That's not random. That's not accidental. That's not some meaningless brush of contact. Oh no, that's intentional. That's calculated. That's a man saying, I'm attracted to you loud and clear, but in a way that he's trying to play cool. But trust me, he's feeling something strong. Let me break it down like this. Y'all could be sitting somewhere just talking, at dinner, on the couch, maybe in the car, and slowly, casually, he reaches over and rests his hand on your knee. Now, at first glance, that might not seem like much, but baby, that's a move that comes with meaning. It's subtle, but it's bold at the same time. Why? Because your knee your thigh. That's personal space. That's not public. That ain't a handshake. That's a touch that says, I'm drawn to you and I'm testing the waters. And here's the key. You got to watch how he does it. Is he rushing? Is it crude or disrespectful? Then that ain't the kind of man you need to be dealing with. But if it's gentle, slow, confident, if it comes in the middle of a real conversation, if he eases into it like he's trying to let you feel his presence more than his touch, then that's a man who's genuinely into you. That touch is an invitation. It's his body language saying, I want to be closer to you. But I'm still reading you. I'm still being respectful. Men don't just go around placing their hand on a woman's thigh unless you're trying to say something without words. And don't think he hasn't thought about it. He knows where his hand is. He knows what kind of message that sends. And trust me, he's only going to do it if he feels like y'all have built a certain level of trust. He's not doing that with someone he just met 2 minutes ago. Not unless he's coming from the wrong kind of place. But if he's been spending time with you, talking with you, getting to know you, and then he lays his hand there, he's trying to connect. Not just flirt, connect. Let's talk timing. That knee or thigh touch, it usually happens when the moment is soft, when the conversation has gone deeper, when there's silence, but it's comfortable. Maybe y'all been laughing, or maybe you just opened up about something real, and then he reaches over and places his hand on your leg. That's his way of saying, I hear you, I feel you, I'm here. It's support. It's warmth. It's a way to let you know he's present without interrupting the vibe. Sometimes that touch is playful too, like y'all could be joking and he slaps your knee or nudges you while laughing. That's another level of intimacy that says, I feel relaxed around you. I'm comfortable enough to be light with you, but I'm also drawn to you. That playful physical contact, when done right, is often a sign of deep emotional comfort because he's not trying to impress you at that point. He's just being himself and letting you in on who that is. Now, if y'all sitting close together, maybe it's a movie night or a long car ride, and his hand finds its way to your thigh and just rests there, that's not just comfort, that's trust, that's chemistry. That's him being calm in your presence, but still excited by it. A man who places his hand on your thigh isn't trying to own you. He's trying to be close to you. He's telling you through that simple action that he wants to build something physical, yes, but also emotional. He wants to bridge the gap between space and affection. And ladies, the way you respond tells him a lot too. If you let it sit there, if you lean into the moment, that gives him green light. He knows the energy is mutual. If you gently move his hand, it tells him you're not ready yet, or maybe you need more time. Either way, that knee or thigh touch is a communication tool. It's unspoken, but powerful. It lets you both know where you stand without either of you having to say a word. Some men will even use that touch as reassurance. Maybe you're nervous, maybe something heavy just came up in conversation and he places his hand on your leg, not in a way that feels invasive, but supportive. That's care. That's empathy. That's him letting you know you're not alone in this moment. And believe it or not, that kind of physical reassurance is rare. That's when a man's using his presence, not just his words, to be there for you. So the next time a man reaches for your knee or your thigh, not in a way that's rushed or reckless, but with intention, with care, with calm, pay attention. Because that man is telling you something important. He's saying, I'm not just physically attracted to you. I want to be near you. I want you to feel that I'm here, not for a moment, but maybe for something more.